Alright, turns out I really don't like myself because I decided to do this again, but for double the time. See, last time I did this for 50 days. That was 37.5 hours. I did the maths. This time I'm doing it for 100 days. That's maths I can't even do. Alright, so sit back, enjoy, leave a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't. 100 days, here we go. Woo! Alright, thank you Future Ben for that lovely intro. Okay, you all know what we're doing here by now, I would imagine. And welcome to... Whew, it's small. It's a small one. It's a small map. That's fine. That's fine. Small's good. But yeah, welcome everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're comfortable. Because, yeah, this is gonna get... it's gonna take a while. But yeah, here's the plan. You all seen the intro. It's 100 days. We are going to settle in. And whatever happens, happens. I'm not really going to push for anything here. I'm not going to push for like a quick speedrun start. I'm just going to let the universe guide me on this one. The Rust universe. But before I let the universe guide me, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Legion Farm. Legion Farm lets you team up with the world's best gamers to improve your gaming skills, stats, and win more games. They do this by providing 24/7 in-game coaching by pro players and connecting players to a vast and supportive gaming community. At the moment, you can order a session with a Legion Farm Pro in 2 games, Call of Duty Warzone and Apex Legends. And now they are running what's called an aspirant program. The number of users who want to play with the best pros is actively growing. So in order to provide our customers with the best user experience, they have opened a postgraduate program. In this program, young players improve their game in Apex and Warzone and become pros within 3 months. That's right. Legion Farm is looking for gamers who meet the following in Apex Legends and Warzone: a KD of 2+, kills of 10,000+, and spoken English. That is how little it takes to get into the graduate program, and from there, Legion Farm will teach you the rest. For 3 months, they will train these players in the following things: improving your skills in Warzone and Apex, learning the ways of coaching and customer service, practice at Aim Trainer on a regular basis, and learn the finer points of Warzone using tutorials from our knowledge base. During the 3-month course, you will receive a scholarship of $640, and after passing the training, the player then becomes a pro, and he is invited to work with a salary of $2,000 plus a month. Amazing. But what does being a pro mean? Well, it means helping gamers improve their in-game skills, teaching them how to reach their in-game goals, kills, wins, certain rank, etc., and following Legion Farm's quality standards and rules of conduct, of course. And one of the most amazing parts is winning and competing in tournaments with prize pools of $10,000+. Incredible. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description, and a massive thank you to Legion Farm for sponsoring today's video. And I've got my trusty, you can't see it, but I've got my little notepad here, and I'll be writing down notes on each day so I do not forget. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Past Ben is completely right, and here I am looking at my little notepad now. So day 1 mostly consisted of just getting the lay of the land. I ran about, saw what was going down, and decided that I mostly didn't like it. So day 2 changed my mind and switched servers. Okay, we switched servers. I didn't want to be able so tiny that like everywhere got raided by like a huge clan the first 3 days. That is not what we wanted. This is looking a little better. So day 3, we got back to basics, and we got the lay of the land once more, and found a little vulnerable base that we could break into. Perfect, this is exactly what we needed. Okay, looks like this area is not as abandoned as I had hoped it would be. Looks like it's actually pretty built up. It's fairly concerning. I have just seen a backwards wall, however. I'm gonna have my code lock. It's fine. Okay, we can start doing things here. Yep, and things clearly got off to a flying start because days 4, 5, 6, and 7, I was AFK while I went to the gym. I forgot to turn Rust off. That's what I have written down in my notebook. Ow. But day 8 rolled around, and there was a massive clan fight going on just outside my base, so I decided to try and grub what I could. Gonna put most of this stuff back. Because sadly this is my best gear set. But what I'm going to do is take a little less. Probably take that with me in that. Oh, I need the sword though, don't I? I'm not going to take the clothes. I also have written down here, murdered a man. So, you know, busy day I suppose, day 8.
No?
Yeah, just...
Friend.
Yes, okay, just go away. Just go away, dude. No, drop me the cloth. I heard you pick up some cloth, alright?
Come on. He's pretty here. He's pretty here.
I'm sorry, guy.
How fucking no fucking no.
I wanted to go up there. There was a dead body. Ah. Yeah, I'm dead. Yo, there's a saw right there. Look. There's a gun on the floor, dude. Come on. I need to stand up. Dead body behind that wall. Let's hope I'm out of render distance. Otherwise I'm dead. I'm not. I'm actually not out of render distance. That is so far away, dude. Beautiful. We got a saw and a bunch of other stuff from it. Real nice. Day 9, and I decided I needed food, so I wandered over to the nearest river to grab and fill my pockets with what I could. And also I found another huge clan base because I was considering moving over here but then didn't because of this thing. I then also saw a little base that I thought might be exploitable, so I kept it in the back of my mind for the future. Day 10, and I was AFK while I ate lunch, and then day 11 I was still AFK, but I heard myself a little raid. Day 11, I'm still eating, but they're raiding again. Wow, looks like day 12 was an emotional rollercoaster because I've written down here, got revolver, found first blade, need stone, grenade kill. Yeah, so looks like I had a lot of fun on day 12. Nice, that's one of the blades we need. I think it's just one blade per sword, so we got some stuff. And we got a revolver, which is really nice, and some bullets, so we can eventually learn those. But what I am going to need to do is get some more space soon. Hey, Future Ben here. Just because I haven't mentioned it yet, I wanted blades so I could make swords, so I could go eco-raiding a bunch of the wooden doors around my local area. I won't lie, guys. The base is, it's not the best. Let's be honest. But it could be a lot worse, you know? So, we've got that going for us. Oh my god, did I get him? I got him. Oh no, dude. Oh, that's funny. Day 13 simply says stone and upgrades base. So I gathered stone and I upgraded my base apparently on day 13. So that was a busy day. Day 14, and all I wrote was murder again. Seems like I'm killing a lot of innocent people. Midnight on day 15, and I apparently got into a quarrel with my upstairs neighbor. Turns out that he didn't like being shot in the middle of the night. Fucking revolver, dude. Impossible that he can see me. I'll save you some suspense. I got salty, missed every shot, and then left. There's no way that guy is just out on his roof, looking into the dark. Like, look how dark it is. Like, pitch black. And he just sees me. Day 16, and I decided to head further up the hill. I almost died to a trap. And then I broke my own so-called revolver curse, where I either couldn't find a revolver or just kept dying to one. Ooh, a revolver. Please! What a piece of shit. It wouldn't place. Need to reload. Shit. Well, he just heard me. Motherfucker. Yeah, fair enough, guy. What? Got him. Don't crawl in, don't crawl in, don't crawl in. I need that revolver. No. Ah! Got it. Yes. Day 17, and I decided to continue my quest for blades and swords because I was really itching to get going on some eco raids, as there was a base right next to me with a wooden door that looked peskily newbie, if you know what I mean. But I'm not sure where at. What you drop, fool? Well, there's the blades I need. Did I lose my almost broken sword? By the way, I can't remember. Well, I needed that to research. I didn't. Nice. Sweet, the guy had a nice amount of stuff, but yeah, there is the blades. And now I get a repair bench, and I can repair the sword, that one, and then make seven more out of the blades, and boom. Day 18, and I got into a scuffle with a bloke with an Neoka pistol, and it says here, killed guy with revolver, not good. Can't remember why I wrote that. Shit, I'm dead. Ah, now I remember. Fuck off, bear. Not now. Wow, that was really scrappy. Oh shit. I then learnt myself pistol bullet and a revolver, so I could no longer have to worry about losing it. Day 19 rolled around, and I'm not kidding, this is what I wrote. Chased trees, killed steak man. Oh my god, what the hell did I do on day 19, bro? He's back again, this man's a menace. Getting every tree that there is. What's he doing? He's getting one tree and leaving. I think I might be losing my mind. How did I just miss that? Oh, green card. Didn't even see that. And an extra thing. And 9 steaks! This man's just... Damn, he's eating well. I gotta give it to him. Day 20, and it was great because I'd logged off for the night and came back on and I wasn't raided. So I decided to celebrate by going out and killing some poor hopeless man in his own base. And then I collected an absolute metric fuck ton of food because I'd eaten all the steaks from the steak man that I'd killed. Day 21, and it was time for me to start eco-raiding with my newly crafted swords. I did that, finished, and celebrated by killing the owners, and then went and started the new eco-raid, which is the base that I had my eye on right next door to me, and I thought looked kinda newbie. Cheers, boys. Alright, furnaces are cooking and on. We've got everything stored away nicely. Pop all that in there. Sun's going down on day 21, and I figure what better time to start this lovely eco raid than right now. So I'm gonna get into it. I think what I'm gonna do is go through and then see what's on the other side, because look, this appears to be honeycomb. So we'll see what's behind this door. I just hear someone. I'll see what's behind this door and then go from there. And I think I'll go upwards beyond it, because you can actually see through here. You see there's twigs. So I'm wondering what's upstairs, you know. Day 22 struck at midnight and I had just got through the first door on this little eco raid with a hammer. I was quite surprised as to what I found inside because my suspicions were correct on this little newbie base. What goes up? There's the twig that I saw. What the fuck? Wait, what? It's like the box is locked, but the good news is we're back to wooden door, so I could actually come back with the swords and continue doing that. Come on, please be jacked. I need this to be loaded, boys. Come on. Oh, okay. You know what? Ew. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's a little bit better than what I was expecting. So I went and grabbed my swords and continued on with this eco raid by blasting down this wooden door that I had got to. Oh no. Look. Look. It's backwards wall. That's right, in the eco raid that just keeps on giving, there was a backwards wall housing a metal door. While I couldn't get through the metal door with swords, I could certainly get through the backwards wall with a jackhammer. So day 23, I went over to Outpost on my little horse I found to get myself a jackhammer and went straight back to finish the raid, or at least hope I could finish the raid. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. So I wouldn't be able to finish this if he had just closed that door, but look right there, even though TC's locked, it's exposed. If I can get myself some like fire arrows or something, I can blow out TC, circumvent that trap, and I have everything. So the next day on day 24, I set out on a massive hunt to find myself some fire arrows, or at least try and build up the scrap to get fire arrows. Here was the catch: if I wanted to learn my way to fire arrows, it was going to be 490 scrap. That would be all the scrap I was saving up for a tier 2, but if this raid was to go well, and I could finish it, I would get the tier 2 back anyway because there was one that I could pick up. So I wasn't really too bothered about that, but I was more than hoping that I could just find some fire arrows on a road instead of spending all that scrap. Needless to say, it wasn't going well. Day 25 rolls around, still no fire arrows yet. I did a recycle run just to get myself closer to that scrap mark that I needed, 490, if I was going to learn my way there. And then day 26 rolls around, and it was just time to kiss goodbye to all that scrap. I could not find fire arrows to save my own life, so I learnt my way there, and it was time to finish the raid. We've got it. Fuck it. 600 scrap down the pisser. But it's fine, like, it's okay, because here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go make 5 of these. Grill. We're gonna grab our normal bow that is somewhere in here. There. Nice. We're also gonna grab the spare TC that I kept that I knew would come in handy. There it is. We're gonna put away all of that. Alright, beginning of day 26. A gorgeous morning. Let's hope we can carry that through with gorgeous profit from this. Right, here we go. So here's what we need to do. For those of you that might not have ever played Rust or are new, we are going to shoot at the top of this TC. That's a tool cupboard. We're going to destroy it. That is then going to allow us to place our own right here. And then what we're also going to be able to do is break this again, plonk our own front door on, and boom! We now effectively own the base. This tier 2 is mine. Brilliant. And I won't get hurt by this anymore. Oh my lordy lord, that was worth it, even just for that. What have we got in here? Oh, brilliant. Oh! Oh, boys! Oh my meds. Okay. Oh my god. I'm stoked right now. This is insane. Holy moly. This is actually insane. I am so happy that that's gone this well. 5 satchels as well. All these meds. Wow. Amazing. Well, needless to say, that went absolutely brilliantly, didn't it? So I spent the next day or so transferring all the loot, getting it back safe and sound into my base, which was literally just outside, so that wasn't very difficult. I also managed to sneak in a cheeky bit of naked murder just to celebrate the very successful raid. God, I'm an awful, awful person. Day 29 was spent continuing these upgrades and also farming wood and stone. A pretty exciting day all around. Day 30 rolled on, my base was complete now for the moment, and I decided to head over and do a little eco raid that I had seen whilst on my stone and wood farming travels. It was a backwards exterior wall this time, one which I thought might take me into the TC. I was however wrong, it was just a piece of shit base that just didn't make any sense. So after I killed someone that snuck up on me at the end, I went home and decided apparently it was time to go for lunch. And once again I left my game on AFK whilst I was eating. I've really got to remember to turn it off. Day 33, and I decided to spend it celebrating by killing nakeds. Not really sure what I was celebrating this time around, but I guess I was just having way too much fun doing this. This led me into day 34, and I got my karma, it would seem, because I got absolutely destroyed by a man with a Thompson. Yeah, I deserve that. Day 35, and someone tried to move into a base right outside of mine. Unfortunately, that is not possible. The council does not allow more than one person in this area. So they sent me in to exterminate him. Day 36, and once again karma caught up to me because the server had wiped. I am an idiot who played on a weekly server and didn't realize. No external, so they're probably going to seal it off, sadly. Oh wait, maybe one external. Maybe they won't. I might be able to get some stuff here. So I took it in my stride and decided to push on. I spawned and there was a base just across from where I spawned from being raided. So I decided to hang about and see if I could potentially get any scraps. In the interim, I made myself a little temporary base. Don't even think about it, dude. That was my shot. My only shot. It wasn't meant for you. Midnight on day 37 rolled around, and I decided to head over to the base that was being raided, as I'm pretty sure I saw the dudes run off. So I wanted to see if I could get any scraps. Luckily, I could. Nothing amazing in here, but things that would help me start back up after me fumbling the bag. I spent the rest of the day trying to break into a compound, which ultimately led to nothing, as there was just a dead end. It was fun though, and yeah, I'm good at building towers, I guess. Day 38, I had found myself a horse and I was using it to survey the area. You know the drill by now. So I hopped on him, fed him up, and we decided to look around for some action. That is when I found a lovely base that was, honestly, it was just a shithole. Hey bro, is there anything in there? Oh, you live there? Very nice. Who's living in that shithole? I checked it. Turns out someone was living in this shithole, and they killed me. So I went back, but I came to nothing but a firing squad. So I decided to leave them be for the time being. Stop it! My horse! Day 39, strike at midnight, and I decided to go back to what I knew, which was looking for blades, and wouldn't you know it, this went down a great success. I made it home with around 5, I believe. What a time to be alive. Another set of blades, love this. Day 40, I found myself scouting some bases to raid with my swords. I found a lovely little base with some online people, which we'll see further down the line, just remember this. And I also wrote here, double murder. So, day 40 was a success by all accounts. Hit him again. He's dead. He's dead. Day 41, and I started to do another eco raid that I had spotted on my journeys. This one looked pretty newbie, but also like it could have some good stuff in it. I decided to get the first door down, and then I had to go and buy myself a level 2 at Outpost. Okay. Not what I thought I'd find, I'll be honest. It looks like there's a couple doors. Honestly, looks like it might be farming base of some kind. Is someone hitting wood? Shit! Day 42, I got into a fight with my neighbor and lost. And day 43, my other neighbors got into a fight with me and lost. Unfortunately, I overplayed my hand and went to a big fight to try and grab some gear and ended up dying to a superior gun. Because, let's face it, I'm an idiot. But I did manage to go back and grab yet another SAR off the floor. So, who's the real winner? I then took my compound bow across the river because I had seen some people raiding a base, and I decided to have a little look. It was time for me to try and make a play. One dead. This is a trio service, so there's probably 3 of them. One coming on the roof. I missed. Come on. We win these. The combat bow will not fail me. Oh my god! He's dead! One more! Where is he? He's there. No! Ah, that was close, man. That was close. After that, I went out. I was shot in the head in day 44. Day 45, I was AFK, and I actually can't remember why yet again. Day 46 and through 56 was spent just farming and building up my base. I decided it was time to just get back to basics, do what I did, and get the base in a working order because I was sick of living in a 2x1. Day 57 and I was out roaming and collecting some materials, and I had died once more. I was down now, absolutely tremendous in resources and in mental state, because I just kept dying and losing everything, and I was pretty sick of it. So day 58 comes around. I decided to go roaming. I decided to go somewhere I hadn't been yet, and that was the snow. I hadn't been up north, and I wanted to see what was going on up there. Also, I got jumped by a dog. Turns out my instincts were pretty good because I stumbled upon this little base here, which enabled me to get more low grade than I've ever seen in my entire little solo life. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. I need a base and I need one right now. So I ran home and I did a bit of farming, and day 59 saw me putting down a tiny little 2x1 because my plan was to knock that wall out and see what was in the rest of the base. However, on day 60, my head was turned and gaze turned away from that base onto something a little more interesting. Also, I had a jump scare. My god, that scared the fuck out of me. Yo. The day was setting on day 60, and I had seen this very interesting looking decaying base very close to my new 2x1. I moved closer for a better inspection. That looks like a raid base to me. And this looks like it was patched. Probably sneak my way in there, but yeah, I could build right here. So I went home, got some resources, and made another little tower to try and jump in and see if there was in fact anything of use in this decaying base. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Okay, this is massive. Absolutely massive. It has not been raided, ladies and gentlemen. We had hit the jackpot. This is exactly what we came up to the snow for a base that was just neglected and had a lot of juicy loot for little old me. I don't know what it is about the snow, but whenever you're looking for a decayed base, that's where, for me at least, that's where I find the majority of them. People tend to neglect their base more when they're in the snow. Maybe it's the cold, I don't know. But I jumped in, I got all this jackpot, and for the next days, I decided to transfer this all. This took me around 5 days because there was so much, and my base was such a piece of shit. It was a 2x1 wood one that I'd made, and I'd placed the TC wrong, and the boxes were just an absolute mess. So what I did for the next 5 days as well is farm for a new base yet again. And then I decided to transfer all of my stuff that I'd got from this base into the new base. Day 71, I went back to the old base and waited for night so I could transfer all of my key loot to my new base. Here we go. Oh crap, okay, it's actually not. It's not nighttime yet. Alright. It's night. It's time to make the move. We are saying goodbye to this base. It will decay and die. Goodbye, base. You were lovely. Woo! Phew. We made it home. Gorgeous stuff. Day 73, and it was time for my first roam in my brand new hometown. And to begin it, I ran to the base that I wanted to fire arrow into, the one with the open door where I got all the low grade from. However, when I got there, I had seen that someone had actually beat me to it. I had taken too long with building my other base and with looting all of that decayed loot that I'd missed out. I'd missed out on something quite vital, the tier 3, which I did need if I wanted to start raiding soon. And whatever potential loot was in there, and judging by what was underneath the tier 3, it was a lot. But no point crying over spilled milk. I picked myself up and went out for a little roam. The roam, however, was short-lived because I got sidetracked by completing my new base. So that's what I did. I farmed a little bit more, and I did a bit more building, and got my base to a more complete state than one that it was previous. Ouch. I've got no meds, so I'm leaving. Day 74 kind of sucked, other than that little encounter with my neighbor there up on the hill. But I did some farming and then got into that ruckus and then did a bit more farming and found this skidoo, this snowmobile. Figured it doesn't drive well on ice, and drove it all the way over to the launch site because someone was taking Bradley. And I wanted to have a little go on all of that action. So off I went on the world's worst thing to drive in this game, by the way. This is awful. Unless it's absolutely flat ground, you might as well just run. This thing's... Anyway, not the point. I went to launch. On my way there, by the way, I saw this lovely little 2x1 with a bunch of flashlights inside of it and people running to and from it. To and from launch, that is, to the counter. So this would be some nice information for me later down the line and for you to keep your mind on. But I made it to launch, snuck up cautiously... And then that guy did the same. Well, not so cautiously because he ran and I heard him, so that's why I killed him. But I snuck up and killed that bloke and then snuck my way in. By this time, Bradley had already been taken and there was a bunch of gunfight inside, so I wanted to see if I could maybe clear it up for some gear. That isn't exactly how it went down, though. So I made my way in and seen that there was a guy on top of Recycler building in the middle. I was struggling to see him, so I got up on the silo and still nothing. So I headed inside the building, and that's where we met each other. I heard him on the roof, and the last I'd seen him, he was on the roof, so I was just assuming he was on the roof. He wasn't. He was in the room next to me. I shot him a couple times, and then he just ego-peeked me like a madman and destroyed me with his silence, AK. Oh well, not to be bothered. I went home, got some more stuff, and went straight back out. This time with a Tommy, I turned up and there was still some shooting going on, so I was pretty pleased to be able to get back into the fight. Yeah. Sadly, as a solo, there's always one more, and there was a bloke behind me. Even though I'd killed that full gear, probably with all Bradley loot, his friend just killed me. But this is where things get interesting. I had a bag right outside of launch, so I spawned on it to see where they went. They live in there. No fucking way. It's gonna be loaded, dude. Let's hope that stays the same size till tomorrow. That's when I'll be ready to raid. So there they were, right in front of my eyes, running into that tiny little 2x1 that I had seen previously with all the flashlights. And like I had said, that would be absolutely loaded with loot, and I wouldn't be ready to raid until tomorrow because it was getting late and I didn't have a level 3 anyway. So I had to pray and hope that it would stay the same size until the next day. So, day 76, and I had found a little raided base with a bunch of scraps left in it, which I swept up all into my base and into my chest. So I took all that home and then went over back to where those blokes lived because I heard a bunch of explosions that piqued my interest over there. Not before my neighbor had seen me at Sewer Branch and decided to try and ambush me, of course. After that, I snuck back over to the guy's base, where I'd heard all the explosions. Shit. There's so many of them. I can't believe that dude just killed himself. Yeah, that was pretty funny. That dude literally shot a rocket at the floor as I shot him. Pretty that was just really funny. But anyway, the next day I headed back over because I saw that they were calling in an airdrop now. It was all kicking off over at this base. So I decided to go over with a little Tommy kit that I'd got from killing my neighbor a few days prior to see what I could do. This would have been my best bet because honestly, they rarely went 10 meters away from their own base. And with this airdrop coming down, this would be the furthest away from their base they would be. So I might be able to catch them off guard here. Might be the time to kill him. Away from their base. Fucking wood door, really?
Oh dear. 44 HP and falling. 48. Doubled. I'm dying. Very badly, I'm dying. I need this guy's body. No, why am I so trash when it matters?
And in the greatest bag fumble of 2022, I decided the next day to just finish up my base with some garage doors and some finishing touches, making the interior metal, high quality metal, etc, etc. Because after that one, that really hurt my ego, I won't lie. Day 79 was spent AFK in a tree waiting for the... Day 79 was spent AFK in a tree waiting for the base I got the low grade fuel from earlier to decay. I wanted to see if the dude that had taken over it before me had taken the tier 3, because that would have really helped my progression towards raiding. He did in fact take it. That sucked. But after day 79 it was late and it was time for me to log off and hope and pray that the guys in the 2x1 wooden front door base didn't expand any further in the morning, so I could raid them comfortably. But time would only tell. Okay. Not been raided. Past me was right, I hadn't been raided. And there was one more thing to check in the morning. If the dudes from over the way in the 2x1 had expanded to the point where I wouldn't be able to raid them.
No, the truth.
If so, this run would pretty much be dead in the water.
No. Yes. They've only built up a little bit. Beautiful. Beautiful. We know what we need to do.
That's right, Pasben, we do know what we need to do, and what I needed to do was farm up enough scrap for a level 3 workbench and to learn explosive ammo, and I needed to farm up enough sulfur to be able to raid this base. I had figured the way it was laid out now, there was a maximum of 5 doors to TC, so I needed enough for 5 doors, or at least hopefully 5 doors, to get me through. I spent the next 5 days doing all of this, and then on day 86, I was pretty much ready to roll.
Appreciate it, brother.
Alright, I have got pretty much everything ready here. I've managed to get AK, get explosive ammo. I've used a shot for explosive ammo. I farmed up enough sulfur. I'm good to go. I have enough for close to 5 doors, which is the target I wanted to hit. I'm ready. It's taken me a while to do this. But before I do that, I'm going to put all my stuff away, actually. And I'm going to head over and just to check that they haven't added any doors that I need to farm for and see if they're online or not. Well, well, well. My little friends are online. I can hear them jumping around in there. Opening doors and such. But yeah. That's fine. That's good. I kind of want them to be online. Oh, you hear him again jumping around. I think there's only one of them, to be honest. It's pretty early in the morning. It's like 8:30 a.m. right now, English time. So, yeah. I'm going to go grab my stuff, come back, and we're going to get into it. So, before I could actually do it, the server had said it was going to restart in 45 minutes. So, I decided to give it some time before I went and did it, because I didn't want to be caught out in the middle of nowhere with all my raid stuff just on the floor asleep for anyone to loot. So I waited for the next day, came back the next day after the restart, and then we got into it. Honestly, didn't think of this possibility, honestly. At this point, I was out of explosives. Someone was taking Bradley right nearby, and I assumed that it was him because he wasn't in his base and he was online. So I decided to wait outside to see if he was going to run home with the Bradley loot, and I would run in through the front door after he had opened a few doors, and then hopefully try and take the raid that way. But before I could... Shit. Holy fucking hell. After waiting around for a while, I decided that he wasn't coming back, so I got on the horse and decided to try and leave. But as I did that, he came running up to me as if he'd just spawned on a bag somewhere. So this triggered me to wait a little longer. And then... Holy 1,000 scrap. This is exactly what I wanted to happen, although I wanted him to open the right hand door because that's obviously where TC is. But hey, I take these. Honestly, it's not as loaded as I thought it would be. I won't lie. I thought there'd be heaps of Brad loot in here and full kits. Maybe it's behind the other door. Damn, good thing I waited. I think he isn't going to come back, or at least he might. But now is probably my best time to go home. So I'm going to get on the horse, go stash all of this, and then come straight back. So I did. That's exactly what I did. I took all this stuff back, put it in my chest, came straight back as quick as I could to find, well, nothing. He hadn't been back. There was nothing taken from the chest. Even his body outside was still unlooted. He had all but lost enthusiasm and probably logged off. For me, this was a good thing because now I had to farm up 5k sulfur to get through an armored door, and that was going to take a while, and I didn't have the time to be coming back and forth from here to check on him opening the door. So at this point, I just pretty much decided that he wasn't coming back and just full committed on the farm for the door. So day 88, I spent the whole day farming. I only needed about 5k sulfur to make it through this door with explosive ammo, but I didn't want to come up short, and I was thinking that perhaps now with all the scrap, I might use 2C4 instead. But after I'd finished farming all the sulfur, I headed back over to see and check if he had added any doors, closed any doors, or generally been back to his base at all. He hadn't. Brilliant. Day 89, it was dedicated to smelting, preparing for the raid, and I had also decided that I wanted to in fact use C4 because it was 500 sulfur cheaper. Yes, I am that cheap. So I went over to my nearest rad town and recycled up a bunch of the stuff that I had gotten from this raid so far to then get me to be able to use C4 on it. Day 90 and it was raid day. Everything was smelted, everything was ready to go. I grabbed all of my kit and what I needed, headed over to finish the raid. Here we go. And the base, ladies and gentlemen, it's ours. Let's see what we make off with. One satchel. Oh, I need a laser sight. That's pretty good. Oh, wondering if this was even worth it. Pretty much got all the good shit from them, it seems. Well, the raid wasn't as bountiful as I had hoped, but still I got a lot of good loot from them. Nothing to cry about. So I used the remainder of day 90 to take all this loot home and do what I needed to do with it. And then day 91 I spent AFK in the base that I'd raided for a reason I can't remember. All I have written down here is AFK again ... Day 92, it's time to celebrate. I did that by robbing a man.
Hey,
that.
help me. Sorry.
What's all that about?
I'm sorry. What?
It's just,
Sorry.
it's just rude.
Ah,
I'm kidding, bro. Oh, perfect. You're naked.
Don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me.
It's okay. I'm just trying to
Okay.
celebrate
Thank
a
you.
really good, successful raid earlier. And by celebrating, I wanted to find a naked to you know, celebrate with.
Okay, okay.
All right, you ready? Let's celebrate. 3, 2, 1. You know what? I wouldn't
I
mind
got
that.
2 bandies, but I'm starting to think that's
Yeah, I
all
don't
you,
think that's
homie.
enough. Appreciate it. See ya. Just out here robbing people, dude. I also met a weird guy at Outpost who actually spoke a lot of truth. Oh, hello there, fair traveler.
Killed me.
Nah, it doesn't sound like me, dude.
Well, I hope you fuck up and end up dying at Outpost.
Yep, fair enough. I spent the rest of 92 roaming around looking for things going on, and there was nothing until day 93 when I heard some explosions coming from this direction. I decided to investigate. That's a fucking M249. What the fuck? It's popping off. And then right after, I heard a C4 raid from the direction I just came from. So I took my brand new M249 and full kit, and I headed straight over there at full speed. I could pretty much see that this raid was over this hill, and with my brand new best gun in the game with an amazing scope, I was gonna beat this fight. No problems. Yeah, but turns out there's a lot of problems really, wasn't there? Because I was riding at that, having full knowledge in my head that this raid was over the hill and not before it, because I couldn't see it because it was in a dip, and I just rode my horse straight into the middle of this raid, and these dudes are probably thinking, what an idiot. So they killed me and I lost my M249 pretty much as soon as I'd got it, and that made me kind of sad actually. I was pretty moldy over that, if I actually remember right. Gonna go recycle all of these so I can hopefully raid
a little 2x1 that I want to raid. Just up there or wherever it is.
Yeah, I was pretty down in the dumps, so after taking a full day of mole just AFK on YouTube, I decided to go and recycle a bunch of stuff at my nearby town so I could raid a little 2x1 I'd seen out in the snow while farming. No one could possibly want to raid that, right? It's so out the way and it's a 2x1 so beneath everyone, no one would want to raid this except for me, because at this point I couldn't be bothered with anything else, right? Wrong! On my way over there, I started hearing gunshots and explosions in the very direction that I was going to raid. And at this point in the wipe, there was no other base out here than the only one that I wanted to raid. 2x1. So I thought, hell, why not? I've died enough already. Who cares? I'm going in for this. I'm going to counter this, and I'm going to win, and it's going to feel great.
And I am insta-dead.
Wrong again! And look at the top of the screen. Who is it but my lovely friends that I just rode into and gave a free M2409 to? Yip-de-doo-dah. What a way to see off this wipe. I was in such a great mood, I tell you. I wasn't swearing or being sad, even in the slightest. So happy and not sad that I wrote here I went for a rage nap. Day 98. So... And there was a rule on this server. You weren't allowed to give away your base or any loot, otherwise you'll get banned. I don't know why that's a rule. It just was. So I spent the next 2 days of my life accidentally dying near naked people that needed loot.
Any gear. But what? Just, I might accidentally die over here.
Alright.
Just, you know.
Thank you, man.
Whatever you want to do with that information, it's up to you.
Alright.
And here we were, on the eve of day 99, about to cross the day 100, my last moments on the server. And I figured what better way to spend this time than the way that I came in to this server and 2 others. Just on the beach, with my rock, staring out into the sea. This is a great video, guys. I really enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please do leave a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't. Please leave a comment if you have a moment. It really does help. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. Thank you very much. Take it easy. Peace.
I've been searching in the dark, trusting every clue I found, but the truth has not been told, 'cause every corner of these woods is hollow. I can't see